In this racket review, we're looking at the Head Speed Mid Plus and the Head Speed Pro. And this racket, the Pro, is the one that Novak Djokovic uses. Now, these rackets are part of Head's Youtek line. Let's briefly review what that technology does. It causes the racket frames to get stiffer the faster you swing, and that allows you to hit a little bit harder. But then if you slow your swing down, the frame is going to bend more, and that gives you more touch, more feel. So the racket is adapting to what you are doing. To start, I'm hitting with the Head Speed Mid Plus, and the racket has a head size of 100 square inches. It's 11.1 ounces unstrung, and it has what is called a dense string pattern, a string pattern that's 18 by 20, and that gives the racket good control. The trade-off is you can't hit with quite as much spin as you could with an open string pattern. Now, the Head Speed Pro, which I'm hitting with now, has a little bit smaller of a head size, 98 square inches. It's a heavier racket, 11.8 ounces unstrung, and the frame is a little bit stiffer than the Mid Plus. And this racket has an open string pattern, so I was able to hit with more spin with the Pro than I was with the Mid Plus. Now what I'm going to do is slow my swing down a little bit, make my technique a little bit more conservative, because I wanted to see if that Youtek technology was actually working. And sure enough, it did feel like the frame wasn't quite as stiff. This is for both the MP and the Pro when I wasn't swinging quite as hard. I had a little bit more feel. Then when I sped my swing back up, when I had a little bit more racket head speed, the frame stiffened up, and that allowed me to hit a little bit harder. So these two rackets, the Speed Mid Plus and the Speed Pro, are good for higher level, more advanced players. Both rackets are on the heavier end. The Mid Plus is almost 12 ounces strung, and the Pro is over 12 ounces strung. And that makes both rackets real stable at contact, but keep in mind you need the technique and the strength to be able to control the racket over the course of your swing. These are also control-oriented rackets. They're not designed to generate a ton of pace on their own, because at higher levels of play, it's a player's technique that takes care of the pace. Now keep in mind the Speed Mid Plus comes in two varieties. You have the dense string pattern on this one, 18 by 20, but then you have one with an open string pattern, 16 by 19, and that'll make it a little bit easier to generate spin. So if you're a higher level player with fundamentally sound technique and some good racket head speed, and you like control-oriented rackets, I recommend you demo one of these two sticks. If you're interested, there's a link that'll take you to them on this page, and if you own one of these rackets, please post in the comments below and let us know what you think about these sticks.